Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Toy here. This will be another video of, well, we got another sneak peek, the May updates, and they are ridiculous. So for people who have been quitting over the soul weapon patch, I get it, because it was really RNG. This may turn the tables. Let's check it out. So this has been dropped 7 hours ago. So the thing that they'll add is a very useful thing. 12th of May, next week, we will get an addition to playing with Kane's balls, right? So instead of normally hoping for 12,000 times pressing this and just receiving the ethers, you will now, if you do get a soul weapon, you will then not only get one, but if you have the new item, the royal gift, the protection of the God King, then you will not only get one, but you can get 3 of them, and you can select one that you want. Now this is useful for multiple ways, because even if you get something that you don't want, or all 3 of them that you don't want, you still can select something that you can then grind. That is so amazing. That will take up like a lot of the RNG part out of it. Obviously you would still have to get lucky over here. But once you get 20 of them, you get one anyway. Now they say that at May 12th, the moment the update hits, everybody will be getting one of these protection of the God King. And with new events will be a new protection of the God King. And I'm probably assuming here and there that you can buy them from the cash shop as well, but we don't know that just yet. Now something that does pique my interest, which is theory. If you look at all of the soulstone selections, these are all mechanics. So do you get them at a specific segment of the game? Which means if you get 1 healer, you get 3 healers. Could be, or it could be completely random, and this was luck. I don't know. And they say something along the lines of, moving forward, we will make sure to increase the chance to acquire soul stones of your preference. Maybe they even have more in store for us. Maybe not this patch, maybe the next coming patches as well. Another addition that will be coming out is the soul weapon ether reinforcement system. And basically what it says is this: you can customize the probability of success and try the enhancement with a maximum probability success of 100%. So with the addition of having a 100% route on unique weapons and unique treasures, we now get that same stuff on ether enhancement. There's no fill bonus on this, but you can put in more ether than is needed to then up the current success rate to even higher. Will cost a little bit more money than perceived, but I believe that is very useful. So I'm really curious how this is going to plan out. So for those of you who have put all their ethers already in, sucks. But we already know with the developers plan that they were gonna address this. So you were patient enough. So I see a lot of posts like, oh my god, where's our compensation? This, that, and the third. Should've waited. That's what it is. There's another addition to the UI improvement of rearranging the stats. This time you can actually see a balance scale, and you can then see how much it is in total, so you don't have to do the actual math yourself. Great, loving that. So it basically looks like this. This is the graph bar, and this is the range which in there is a 100% shift either left or right. And the percentage that is extra is the bonus that you get from this on a maximum scale. It is just about 20% on top of the standard value. Funny thing is, if the bonus value is at a maximum, the number and the color of the graph will change. Interesting. I've never seen that before. And I'm quite curious to look at my whole soul weapon roster to see how far they are at, or how much can still be improved. There's also going to be a comparison rate, so if you then click it, you can see how much HP you're gaining or attack that you're losing, and vice versa. And there will be another long awaited addition, a change, a revamp of Eclipse. And the way that it is going to look is ridiculous. Let's find out. Reason why they did it, because currently there are only a select amount of heroes, teams that are really good at Eclipse. And their previous vision on Eclipse was you have a big roster, big investments throughout the whole game. And instead of just investing into one team, they wanted to have multiple teams to be invested in. Little did they know that that doesn't work. So what they changed is each party will be challenged from the beginning. So instead of you take one team, get it to wave 20, then you die, then you go up to another team, start at wave 20, and then go further. That is not the case anymore. No, you start at the beginning once again. So the way this system is supposed to be working, each party to be rewarded with a total sum of the waves that have been cleared by the challenging the starting wave. So that means currently I am on wave 70, 72 onto my Celine team. If I can get that and then I put my Chase in there, he starts out with the beginning waves. I get to wave 30, I get that 72 and all of the rewards that comes with it, plus the additional 30 that I can get from potentially my Chase team. Pretty interesting. Which then also means we are going to get a lot more ethers. They say something along the lines of reduced number of Eclipse participating parties, because with this system I can already see some of these whales that have a massive roster of whatever, just clearing it like with so many parties, because at some point we had so many slots, so many teams could be made. So they said, well, we're gonna adjust that and tone that down a little bit. And they are going to add a speed multiplier. However, it seems good, but if I do manual, that is way better. But if you have very good auto teams, that could be super interesting. So we have the 1.5 multiplier probably in there as well. And you can toggle the speed on and off before the battle. I'm not sure if you can switch it during. Addition of multiple tickets usage and increase in maximum ticket retention. So basically what they're gonna change, instead of 3 tickets, you're going to get 5. And you can then use them all up in one go, supposedly. But I'm hoping I can still do one at the same time, because Eclipse takes practice. It takes min-maxing, and you want it to be as optimal as possible. Another thing, Eclipse compensation change point. They say something along the lines of, it may differ from person to person, but the intention is to increase ether acquisition of most users. So we'll have to look whenever the patch hits. If I then do Eclipse, get more or less ethers, I'm not quite sure yet. Now I'm gonna drop this straight away. This is the biggest downside that they have to address. If we can only have one team do one thing, then we're still going to have the meta of having a spirit morph ring and then have backliners kill everything because of one single fact, and that is if they're not addressing the healing reduction factor, the whole gameplay will still be the same. So they have to get rid of that. They have to get rid of that. This way it makes it so much more interesting to have your healers really good, have your tanks really good so they can survive. Because now we are playing Eclipse with a gimmick, and you are then limited by the amount of spirit morph rings that you have. So please, get that buff out, because my Chase will definitely like that shit. And they will do a slight addition to the new users rulebook, UI, and compensation reorganization. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but this is new for the newer players. Still kind of like the same rewards. You get a extra Lulu's necklace, which is insane because you already get one from the story. So that means you can get a 1-star, probably. And you will be getting a quiz in which you can then get extra items. I'm not sure what happens if you get wrong answers, but if you get the right answers, you get extra items. So that's pretty insane. So that is it for the upcoming patch that will be hitting on the 12th of May. I am super excited about it. Hope you guys are as well. Let me know into the comments what you guys think. Like and sub if you haven't already. There will be more to come, but you know, this is Twebby. Peace!